Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, Our Moments with the Word of God, Our Moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, Our Moments also with the Holy Ones of God, which I say every day, and the holiest among the Holy Ones who were human beings is our Blessed Virgin Mother Mary. And today, of course, is the 13th of May, and I'm sure you remember the significance of the 13th of May, but I will come to that in a moment. Let us also turn our attention to what Mother Mary has asked us to do, to pray the Rosary every day. I normally don't carry a Rosary in my neck, but today is a special day, and I will tell you once again about it. And I ask you also to share the videos with others and ask your friends and families to subscribe so that we, in this my third year of daily broadcast of the Gospels or reflections on the Gospel of the first reading or about the saints or important days in the Catholic calendar, will reach more people and they can too take advantage from it. Yes, today is the 13th of May, when in 1917, 109 years ago, the Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to the three children in a village called Fatima. So now she is known as Our Lady of Fatima, and this is her special characteristic of Our Lady of Fatima, with this crown and with the rosary in her hand. That's why I'm wearing a rosary, and I always carry another rosary in my pocket, which I say at least surely in the morning when I go for my walks. That is another story. But on the 13th of May 1917, she appeared to Lucia, Jacinta, and Francisco in a small village in Portugal. That time it was known as Fatima. It is still known as Fatima. But listen, Fatima has nothing as such to do with the name of Mother Mary. It is only that village was known as Fatima, and this Fatima is actually from the name was given by the Muslims. The Muslim conquerors, the Moors, who came from North Africa, Algeria, Morocco, from the Arab origin, and this was a mixture of people who were Moors. They crossed the Gibraltar and then went over to Spain and conquered Spain and Portugal in 711. And they remained there till 1400 and something. For so many years they conquered, but then finally the Spaniards chased them out and conquered again from them. And therefore that village is known from Fatima at that time. But because Our Lady appeared there in 1917 on 13th May, she appeared 6 times after that, and the last apparition was on the 13th of October. And this is a very interesting story because, first of all, she appeared in a forest, in a kind of a field. There, I have been there also when we were celebrating 100 years of her appearance. The first time I went to Fatima was in 2017, and it was a wonderful time. I was there in the month of August, and thousands of pilgrims came to Fatima at that time. It was so beautiful, this hymn of Ave, Ave, Ave Maria, Ave, Ave, Ave Maria. And when thousands of people together sing it with candlelight, it is so beautiful. But that is now. What happened at that time? First of all, this is strange that she appears to 3 children, not to 3 bishops, not to 3 priests, not to 3 nuns. She appears to 3 children. Just as she had appeared in 1870 to a young girl called Bernadette in Lourdes. So see, Mother Mary comes in a humble way to the humble people and simple people, so that her apparitions and her message is not would not appear that it is all full of intellectual thing and it is made up, because children can't make up. Children can't make up story. They tell the story as it happens to them. So they asked her, "Who are you? When we tell people that we saw you, what shall we tell you? What shall we tell them?" She said, "I am the lady from heaven and I am known as Our Lady of the Rosary." So she called herself as the Lady of the Rosary and asked people, that's why I'm wearing also the Rosary today, and she asked people to continuously pray the Rosary and pray it every day. And what is the purpose of praying the Rosary? Three things. One is for the conversion of souls, for your own conversion, then for peace in the world and for ending all the wars, etc., and of course for the forgiveness of sins and forgiveness of sinners. So these were her messages. Here it is written all different messages. I can see here in German, and of course she says, keep on praying, praying and praying. And even this prayer that we say after every decade of the Rosary to Jesus, "Oh God, forgive me my sins and spare me from the fire of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those who are in need of your mercy." Since I say it in German and I'm mixing up some words, but this is the prayer that she said. And then she had given 3 secrets at that time, which was kept a secret for a long time. She gave it in 1917, but the first time it was revealed in 1940 by Lucia when she started writing her memoirs. And the 2 other, Jacinta and Francisco, did not survive long. Lucia was at that time 10 years old. I think Francisco was 9 years old and Jacinta was 6 years old. So they were really children below the age of 10 or 10. And therefore their message in the beginning was not taken seriously. Only in 1930, the Bishop of Leiria at that area finally accepted that yes, it was the Blessed Virgin Mary. And one very interesting fact, there are so many facts about this place, and I was there also. There was an extra appearance on the 19th of August. She was appearing every 13th of the month, but this was an extra one. And she had promised the children that on her last appearance, on the 13th of October, 1917, the sun will dance in the sky. The sun will dance in the sky. And then about 70,000 pilgrims gathered around that field. She appeared because people could not see her except these 3 children. Like now also in Medjugorje, it is only those 7 to whom she had appeared could see, others don't see. This is a special characteristic of Mary. Even in Lourdes it was like that. But this big sign of the sun dancing, it actually happened, and if it will appear as if the sun is coming down to the earth, and 70,000 people witnessed that, and that's why it took so long. And then one more important fact, then I will stop, is that in 1981, on the 13th of May, the then Pope John Paul II was attacked by a bullet at the Vatican Square during his audience by a Muslim from, I think, Iran. I think Agakawa was his name. And that bullet with which he was shot at, that bullet is now in the crown of Mary in Fatima. I was able to see that at that time. So because Pope John Paul II said that it is through the intervention and intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Our Lady of Fatima, who protected him. He had this experience that as he was falling, she held him in her arms and gave him a new life. So let us once again go back to the Rosary, the beautiful Rosary that she asks us to pray, because this Rosary is also an instrument against many evil wars. As you know, the feast we celebrate on 7th of October, the war at Lepanto. The then Pope asked people to say the Rosary and they could resist the Ottoman Empire, which was spreading into Europe. So there are many miracles that happen because of the Rosary. It will happen also in your life. Just trust in the Lord and trust in what Mother Mary has told those children and keeps on communicating with us. May you have a blessed 13th of May, happy feast of Our Lady of Fatima. And if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.